Hey man, today's video is going to be the first video in your masterclass where we start to dive into the nuts and bolts of powerful masculine energy. So before we go into what powerful masculine energy is, let's look at what its effects are, because that's a lot easier to see. On a personal level, like when you meet someone and you shake their hand and they look you in the eye and they're standing up straight and their handshake is like really strong and they're looking right at you, that's powerful masculine energy being expressed, right? So we're picking up, we're like, oh, we react to it, we can feel it, right? So in this beginning stage, I'd like you to just take a moment and get present and think about the times in your life where you have felt safe, where you have felt power, where you have felt these feelings that we can attribute to this powerful masculine energy, right? Now, that feeling is an effect. And that feeling is one of the most powerful effects we can have on others, because as you'll learn when we get into leadership training, using that impression we can leave on others can really generate what looks like miracles. So another thing is another way that we experience powerful masculine energy is a hug from grandpa, right? Or from dad, or from an uncle, or a brother, or a son. If we, let's see here. Fixing the broken. Right, so another expression of powerful masculine energy is fixing a broken car on the side of the road. How many times have you been broken down and you got your hood up and then someone just pulls up and it's some man and he comes out of the car or the truck and he's got jumper cables, or he's willing to look at that with you, pops the hood with you and look at it, and he can help. At the very least, he can give you a ride somewhere or let you use his phone, right? So we've encountered that helpful, healing, powerful masculine energy. The other thing that powerful masculine energy does is it creates the world that we live in physically. Like powerful masculine energy channeled is what generated like my walls and this fireplace and buildings, architecture, roads. All those things come from men, powerful men, who are engaging with their gifts to create this. This doesn't just pop out of nowhere, okay? And on another note, I want to say that the structure of Western civilization, in particular the American experiment, is bounded on freedom and liberty. These are masculine ideals, and these are expressions of masculine energy. Masculine energy produces freedom and liberty. That's what it does when we activate it. So in short, it generates the world. So now we're going to take a step back and look at kind of where this stuff comes from. So the ancient people of all traditions were observant. They were observant, and they were in relationship with nature and with just the cycles of things. And they also studied themselves. There was a lot of introspection. And I would recommend you pick up something like the Tao Te Ching to look at some ancient introspection and observations on just life, right? So the world is made up of all of these different energies and all these different things flowing through it. And humanity was made, and within humanity you have man. And so man is, in a very real way, an expression, a symbol, an avatar of all of the powers of the world. He's an image. The ancients would say he's an image made in the image of his creator. Right now, man has, and I'm talking about men here. Now, of course, humanity is made in the image of the creator. Yes, but I'm talking about men, masculine. The men, we experience reality through what we are, right? So if you're a woman, you experience reality through being a woman. And so the power of creation, the power of transformation, the power, all those powers, they are manifesting in you as a woman, right? And so there's feminine powers that have their job, right? But what I'm talking about are the powers that we can only interact with and express fully as men. And that singular force that is expressing itself within us, I call it powerful masculine energy. And that force is singular, but it has three aspects. Okay? The first aspect is that of creativity and creation. So the ancients, again, they looked at everything, they studied everything, and they saw that, and they came up with this idea of the All-Father, of the Creator, right? And so the Creator usually generates the world from nothing. It's to take something from zero to something. That's the art of creation. And men, powerful men, are creators. Powerful men are creative. Powerful men can do things like solve problems creatively. They can not only just generate new ideas, but they can generate new ways of being. They can generate new philosophies. They could also generate new life. Remember, what we're talking about here is at our guts, at our core, is this: what makes us men is our ability to participate as men in the creation of children, in the creation of the new, of the future. We literally create the future. Okay, so the first aspect that we want to go over of powerful masculine energy is creation. So this one aspect is responsible for, okay, look at it this way. Every single time you're doing anything, there's a creative component, right? So like even if you cut your finger and you're going to go get a Band-Aid, okay, you're going to place that Band-Aid on your finger creatively based on how the cut hit. You're going to align it. So there's a moment before you do anything where you're like, I got to do this right. And so you're going to create the right thing, right? You're going to be creative about it. So even something as small as that, you're engaging that. So how do I know when I'm not engaging it? That might be a better thing. Like, how do I know when I'm not engaging in my creativity? Well, what tends to happen for me anyways, when I'm not engaging my creativity, is that I start to feel like there's no point. When I know that my creativity is down, when I feel like, you know what, it doesn't even matter what I make. It doesn't even matter what I do or what I say. It doesn't even matter because I'll try to make something and it won't work. Or I'll try to make something and no one will value it. Or I'll try to make something and it'll just get fucked up by the world, right? So I'll start, like sometimes I'll be in a situation where I have to do something and I'll start to feel a little bit of that resistance to what I need to do inside myself. I'll be like, I don't want to fucking do this. I'll start to think about it. I'll be like, I'm not engaging with my creativity. I'm not looking at this as an opportunity to generate something new that I want. Because that's what every situation actually is. It's a chance for you to generate something new that you actually want. Right? So that's the true power of creativity. And anytime you're in a situation where you don't know what you want, or you're not quite sure what you want, or you're not quite sure what to do or how to be, chances are you're not walking into that from a creative attitude, from that creative aspect of your masculinity. You're probably walking into it from some lower, less successful program that you got at some point because there was a vacuum. And so let's fucking flush that out and let's adopt this new way of thinking, which is a powerful masculine energy. A man who's in his powerful masculine energy is a creator. He is a creator. He is a maker of new things. He is a generator of new experiences for himself and all of those around him. So that's the first aspect. And what I'd like you to do from here to there is ask yourself some questions. Start asking yourself some questions. Where in your life could you benefit from more creativity? Where in your life have you suffered because you've been unskillful with your creativity? Where in your life have you been creative but not realized it at first, and only after the fact you're looking back going, oh shit, like I was creative there. I made something out of nothing. Where in your life did you think you were being creative and what you were really doing was copying? That's also important. So leave these questions with you. Our next video is going to be on the second aspect of powerful masculine energy, which is protection. And so I'll see you then. Take care, man. Catch you later.